AI, you hear about it everywhere, right? It's either going to save the world or, well, you know the rest. But what's actually happening? Like right now in Canada, let's get past the hype and look at what the real data is telling us.
So let's start with the big one. The question on literally everyone's mind, is a robot going to take my job? It's what we all worry about. It's what dominates the headlines. So let's just tackle it head on.
You might think of AI as something that's still way off in the future. But get this, for more than 12% of Canadian businesses, it's not the future at all. It's already part of their day-to-day. So the whole AI revolution? Yeah, it's not coming. It's already here.
Okay, so if we know companies are using it, what does that mean for jobs? This really gets to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? The fear we all have versus what's actually happening in the real world.
To get why we're all so anxious, you kind of have to rewind back to 2016. A huge study came out and basically said that over 10% of all jobs in Canada were at high risk because of automation. That's the number that really kicked off years of worry.
But here's the twist. Fast forward to today, and the reality looks completely different. For the companies that are actually using AI, almost 90% of them say there's been zero change to their total number of employees. So that huge job replacement we are all bracing for, the data just isn't backing it up. Not yet, anyway.
So if people aren't being shown the door, what is going on? Well, it's not about elimination. It's about evolution. Companies are redesigning how work gets done. And this is the key part. They're training their current employees to use these new AI tools. It's all about adapting.
And this is exactly where the public conversation has kind of missed the boat. We've been so focused on counting jobs that we've totally overlooked the much bigger and way more complicated story, the brand new challenges that businesses are now facing because of AI. Which brings us to these hidden hurdles. And nope, these aren't the things you see in the movies. These are the real, practical, and systemic problems that organizations are trying to solve right now.
You know, the experts, the people who watch the economy, are now worried about a whole new set of risks. Like, what if almost everyone starts relying on the exact same 2 or 3 AI companies? That creates one giant point of failure. Or imagine trading algorithms that overreact and make the stock market go haywire. These are the kinds of things that keep CEOs awake at night.
And here's the super important point that trips a lot of people up. Storing your data on a server inside Canada, that's residency. It lives here. But if that server is owned by a company from another country, your data might fall under their laws. That's sovereignty. Who has control? So just because your data is physically in Canada doesn't mean it's only protected by Canadian rules. And, things are only getting more complicated. The next wave is something people are calling agentic AI. Okay, so this isn't just about an AI doing one simple task. We're talking about systems that can chase after goals all by themselves, making decisions and taking actions without a person checking in every step of the way. It's less like a power tool and more like an autonomous employee.
And check this out. When financial experts were asked what they're most worried about, what was at the top of the list? Agentic AI messing with the markets. Almost half of them said the biggest risk is these autonomous systems making moves that could throw the whole economy off balance. This isn't just a theory, it's a top-tier concern.
Okay, so the risks are real and they're complex. But that's not where the story ends. Companies are already working on ways to manage all this, to kind of tame the AI beast.
And funnily enough, one of the best tools is, well, more automation. Take something like security compliance. It costs a ton of money to do it manually, and it's easy to make mistakes. But as you can see here, if you automate that process, you can save a company over $100,000 in just 3 years. And you actually lower your risk at the same time.
So for any business out there thinking, okay, where on earth do I start? There's a pretty clear playbook. First, figure out what standards actually matter to your customers. Then, take a hard look at where you're struggling right now. Run the numbers. And this part is so important, start small. Do a little pilot project. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just take smart, manageable steps. But after all this talk about technology and data and systems and money, we finally get to the most important part of the entire puzzle. And it has nothing to do with code. It's all about people.
This line from Forrester it hits the nail on the head. You can have the smartest, most amazing AI system in the world, but if your team is scared of it, or doesn't know how to use it, or just doesn't trust it, the whole thing is going to fail. The tech part is one thing. The human part is everything.
And right now, we've got a huge gap, a readiness gap. You've got nearly 40% of workers afraid for their jobs, but less than 20% have actually gotten any formal training on how to use AI. That huge space between fear and knowledge, that's where good ideas go to die.
So, let's wrap this all up. What have we learned? AI is definitely here, but the story is way more complicated than just robots are coming. The real risks aren't about job numbers, they're about the stability of our systems. And, at the end of the day, the real solution isn't just more tech, it's about people, skills, and good old-fashioned training.
And that really leaves us with one last big question. We know that tech is only going to get better and faster, but the true test of success isn't going to be how smart the AI is. It's going to be about an organization's AIQ, its AI quotient, its ability to adapt and learn and work with these new tools. The technology is ready. The question is, are we?